Drug addiction is a pressing societal concern that often begins with the allure of illegal substances. These substances, such as heroin and cocaine, can have profound and destructive side effects on those who use them. Equally concerning is the ease with which individuals can be influenced to try these drugs, often leading them down a treacherous path. Illegal drugs like heroin and cocaine are notorious for their highly addictive nature. Heroin, for instance, can ensnare individuals in a vicious cycle of dependence, leading to severe health problems and even fatal overdoses. Meanwhile, cocaine's stimulant effects may seem appealing at first, but they can give way to anxiety, paranoia, and cognitive impairments, causing serious harm over time. Understanding how people are influenced to use these drugs is crucial. Peer pressure, societal norms, curiosity, and a desire to escape from life's pressures can push individuals toward experimentation. In this exploration, we will delve into the gripping world of drug addiction, examining its destructive side effects and the factors that compel individuals to take that first fateful step into the world of illegal substances. This is a story of a young man in Mbale City, Uganda, taking us through this experience.
It was just like any other normal day when Eddie was out writing. His friend Andrew came back from school with something interesting he wanted to share with him. It was a powder in a polythene. He claimed it would help Eddie understand better in class and concentrate. Andrew insisted, saying this is the only way and the best way. Eddie did not like this idea, and he said it would make him go insane. Andrew tried as much as he could to convince Eddie with his user experience, but still Eddie didn't seem to buy the idea. Andrew is known to be involved with local gangs around town, so this is no surprise to Eddie that this is what he moves around with. Andrew left it on the table for him to make up his mind. After that short conversation with Andrew, Eddie could not stop thinking about what was on his table. He could no longer concentrate on what he was doing. Couldn't read anymore. He kept on checking out what was on the table. Realizing he could no longer concentrate, his day was messed up already when Andrew arrived. He picked up what Andrew had left for him on the table and went into his room. He was not planning to use it though. so he went off to sleep. Even in sleep, he could not stop thinking about what he had carried into his room. So he woke up and tried to divert his mind by playing a guitar. But he still couldn't resist the temptation. He had to check it out finally and see what Andrew had given him. Just like Andrew did, he did. He felt no effect on his body, so he continued. He started sneezing and feeling dizzy. Realizing the effect it was starting to have on him, he stopped immediately and pushed it away. He couldn't understand himself anymore. He had never felt like this before. This was his first experience, and it wasn't good at all. What Andrew had given him was more than just a powder. Few weeks later, what had seemed like a test turned into a behavior. He got addicted and started taking alcohol too. Taking all kinds of drugs just to feel his anxiety. This is a behavior that most high school students are influenced into by their peers, and the path it leads them to is self-destruction. Some run insane and others never recover, while some drop out of school. He enjoyed it. It made him feel good. He wasn't the same anymore. In a neighborhood where no one cares, Eddie was on the worst path no one wishes to take, destined for the worst ahead. Being locked in his room the whole day, having fun with what he considered fun. He was silent, locked away from the outside world. Looking at himself in the mirror after a series of doses, Eddie could not recognize himself anymore. The drugs he was on had changed him. In a neighborhood where no one cares. Eunice, one of Eddie's close friends, decided to come and check on him after a long time of silence, skipping classes and not turning up for class discussions. Someone had to find out what was going on with Eddie. Eddie was in his room lying drunk and wasted. Eunice reached on the door. It was locked. She knocked hard, but there was no response. Eddie was a lot of things, but drugs he had never tried before. She used her spare key, her good friend Eddie gave her since they were besties. She finally got in and couldn't believe what she saw. Eddie was lying down, lifeless in the room. With his bottle of happiness in his hand. With bottles lying everywhere in his room, what had Eddie done to himself? This was unbelievable. Pulling his hand, calling his name, but Eddie wasn't responding. Not understanding what Eddie could have done to himself, she wondered what to do next. She tried to wake him up, shaking him. Afraid he could be dead, Eunice rushed out to call for help. She was lucky the boys in the neighborhood were still home. They ran into Eddie's room, not understanding what's going on, but later realized he needed help. Even they tried to wake him up, but he wasn't responding. At this moment, every second and minute counted. If they would save Eddie, they had to rush him out as soon as they could. Andrew's effect on Eddie had matured, and now Eddie's life is hanging in balance, in the hands of his friends trying to save him. Will he make it to the hospital in time? Is Eddie dead after the overdose? If he survives, will he recover, or will he become mentally unstable? Find out more in the next episode.